Do you feel like as an ambitious woman, you have to pick between your career or your love life?
Damn, that's crazy. You said that, I've been thinking about that a lot recently.
No, but obviously once you get to a certain level within your career, it's like certain things are on autopilot now.
Do you guys get put off by busy females? Let's say now you genuinely are trying to get this girl's time and she's like, babe, I can't right now, I'm busy. Is that gonna put you off?
Still, Yo guys, before we get into the episode, I want to talk to you about our always on sponsor. As you can see here, I've already given it away as Trendsetter London. So boom, what is Trendsetter London? Trendsetter London is a high-end fashion brand doing premium clothing. Like, trust me, this thing premium the Ross, you see it. So make sure you grab a tracksuit, you know what I mean? Trendsetter London does loads of different items such as tracksuits, as you can see here. They do hats, hoodies, t-shirts, shorts, the whole nine, you know what I mean? So as you can see on the screen, there's going to be a promo code. Make sure you tap in for a discount. Boom, stay charged up. Welcome back to another episode of the Energizer Podcast. Energizer Podcast, a podcast that leaves you charged up
Fully.
Alright, so I'm here, as you know, the two staple hosts. You got myself, Ty.
The boy T.
Alright, and we got another special guest. Yes,
Another
so
one.
Before, let's just jump straight in, man. So introduce yourself, man.
So it's your girl Mega.
Right.
Thank you for having me.
Come on, man.
Props.
I have a podcast. Wait, am I supposed to introduce myself?
Yeah.
I have a podcast called Chat with Chess. I don't know if you guys know me from there.
Tap in.
Yep, I host that. I'm also a DJ. I do visuals, kinda. And yeah, that's me.
Strong. I like that intro. I can't lie, there's a trend. Every guest we bring on does more than one thing.
More than
you
one
notice,
thing,
my brother,
100%,
like, I
all of
do
them.
this, that, chat with chess. You know what I'm saying? I like it still.
You know, I've seen us on Chat with Chess
Chat
a couple
with Chess,
months ago.
Yeah.
So you get me,
Strong episode as well.
Good episode. It was a
Can't
good
compete,
episode.
man. Strong episode,
Strong
serious.
episode, but
If
yeah,
you
man.
haven't touched into that, make sure you watch that as well.
100%.
And support Chat with Chess.
Yeah,
man,
make
for
sure you
real.
watch it, guys. Good. You guys had a lot of gems,
Yeah.
as you guys
man.
like to say.
Come on, so now you're going to be the one with the gems today, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm here.
100%.
But listen, though, tell us about yourself, though. So how did you get involved in DJing?
So with DJing, it was kind of unexpected. Like I was a bedroom DJ for about a year, and then I remember I went to some event in Brixton, and I saw the DJ, and I was thinking, I'm going public with DJing this year, and that was only in January. And then,
I rate that.
like literally, I went back the following week. To do a DJ event there, and from there I've just been doing bookings.
I rate that. So let's even break that down. Like you decided to yourself, you had an internal thought, I'm gonna go public and be serious with this DJing thing. Fast forward 8 months and you're DJing at Carney.
I'm DJing
Let's
at
talk about that.
Carney.
Big whoosh, you know what I mean? Get walk
DJing
up
at
themselves to
Carney.
you know what I mean? Your rhythms are run.
No, literally,
Yeah.
like it was just unexpected as well.
Yeah.
Because it was a big goal for me, and I was thinking, I'm defo DJing at Carney, and it happened.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was ready though. But
Why not?
Now you stepped up, you showed it.
think?
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie,
we
you
was
showed it.
there.
You was in your
Yes,
element. I
there's
saw you
the
on the
people
stage.
that cut
don't do
5
that.
minutes. Can you imagine? Can you imagine
Don't
though?
do that. We was there for a long time. You was just in your element. You didn't
For a
see
long
us.
time.
I was there for like a good 50 minutes vibing still.
there,
You were
man.
just all focusing on
element.
that.
Lying.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying. I swear down.
Anyways, at least you guys showed face.
Come
I'm
on,
happy.
man.
man.
Have
Had
to.
to.
I'm happy.
So yeah, how do you feel? Yeah, because obviously DJing, that's like a predominantly male industry.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So how do you feel being a female in that industry?
Well, there's like a couple females, like it's not as much as male females. So I feel like a lot of females are actually stepping up their game with the DJing. Like a lot of them are, joining the industry, but I do feel like it's not intimidating, but when you're competing with men and they run the industry, it's kind of like, ooh, like I'm a little girl, especially my age as well. Like I'm small, so it's kind of like, it can be intimidating at times.
I hear that and I appreciate that, but don't you think that sometimes you can use those things that you see as a lack to your advantage? Like everyone else over here, 90% of people in your field are just probably older men, do you know what I mean? But here you are, a young female entrepreneur. I'm gonna do that today. Young female entrepreneur in the space. You're unique. Do you know what I mean? So you've literally, as soon as you decided to get into that field, you're turning your disadvantage to an advantage. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't think sorry to jump in. I don't think you should see it as a bad thing. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I definitely think there's a uniqueness to my DJing. Like there's a uniqueness.
That's what
to
you
me.
need as well.
Yeah.
You need that.
I do feel like that, but it's just about, I feel like people taking in female DJs. That's where it is. Because it's coming up now with female DJs, it's just about taking them in. But I get what you're saying, 100%. Yeah.
Strong. So touching on the point what you said about intimidation. So that's kind of leading on to today's topic. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
That was a nice segue. That was smooth still.
You would have thought it was planned. I got a question. I want to talk about like relationships, kind of, but from a different angle. And one of the reasons why I brought you on, other than the fact that you dropped gems and it's overdue anyways because we came on Chat with Chess, is because I know you have some strong opinions that I want you to kind of like dispel today. So the question I have is, do you feel like men or guys in general are intimidated by ambitious women? Because I feel like, judging off what you said, even if you guys just go about 5-6 minutes now, Mega was saying she does DJ and this, that and the third, has her own podcast, videography, do you know what I mean? You listen off the whole 9, that's a lot you got going on. You're very ambitious, which is good. All of us are, do you know what I mean? Do you feel like some guys can be intimidated by that because you just have your head screwed on and you know where you want to be?
Okay, I feel like there's 2 types of guys. And I definitely feel like it depends with what type of guys are talking to you. So I have had like experiences with men being a bit intimidated, but these type of men have nothing going for themselves. So maybe I would say I was dealing with guys like that maybe 2 years ago, but now I kind of deal with guys that have things going for themselves. So it's not really, I don't really see it as an issue with my 100%. Personal life, but I do feel like there's 2 types of men. The same way how there's 2 types of like females. Do you know what I mean? If you're an ambitious person, you can't be fucking with someone that's just got nothing going for themselves. Like, regardless.
It's never gonna work still. That's why I feel like people that a person that I speak to has to be on their own wave. Because I'm so busy throughout the day and I'm doing whatever I'm doing, podcasts, clothing brand, trendsetter. It's like, I need you to match, not even match, but do your own thing. Do you understand what I mean? Because it's gonna be a thing where we can't even relate too much. Do you understand what I mean?
Have you dealt with someone that's like that?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, but I'm gonna get in trouble.
No, it's actually long.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Spill the tea, like.
I'm gonna get in trouble. Let's just say I've spoken to people and it hasn't worked out. Like we get along, innit? We get along, but because they're not doing their thing, it's like they're free the whole day.
And
where I'm not free the whole day, they're complaining that I'm not messaging them or I'm not coming to see them or going out. And I just said it's long. Listen. Like, let me
be devil's advocate for a second, is that actually a problem? So like, do you guys not believe that in a relationship there can be yin and yang? So just because in this example you two grinding 24/7, whoosh, doesn't mean to say that you can't partner with someone who's not.
Can
on
I say
that.
something?
No.
You think it's a problem?
Yeah. 100.
Okay, but let me say something now. I feel like there's sometimes a balance though.
There is.
So
100.
you know, like for example, if you're the busy one and then someone's not as busy,
they're
actually putting all into the relationship. But maybe if 2 of you are busy, there's less time to see each other and there's less contribution. So really and truly, like,
that's a good point.
It can actually go both ways.
But then again, like, I like the person that I'm with to be busy, but still, because I know sometimes I'm all systems go. I'm just focused on what I'm doing, innit? So to have someone on my side that's all systems go, but they think, all right, cool, Tay, let's chill for today, innit? Like, motivate me to take a step back. That's what I kind of need still. Because sometimes I can just be too
deep in.
But then let me jump in again. Doesn't that go on to the point that you would need someone then who is not on what you're on? Because like you just said, based on what you just said, you need someone that's kind of like your peace and is like, bro, you had a stressful day. You had a stressful day, Why for that? You had a stressful day. And then you're like, nah, I need someone who's going to be like, help me relax and stuff 100%, like that.
But still, I still want my girl to be doing her own thing as well. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I feel like when I'm in a relationship with someone, I want to motivate you as much as you motivate me.
It's true.
Do you get me?
I've actually been in too many situations where someone is just not on my lane and it just flops because they can't understand like your hunger to want to achieve something, or they can't understand why you're busy. So it just never works.
Nah, I hear
like, it actually never works.
I'm trying to think about me and my experiences with hurting myself for the podcast. I feel like for me,
careful, I got a tiptoe in this.
I feel like for me, I've been in certain situations to kind of add on to what you guys are saying, where it's like I know what I want to do, and I feel like I'm very conscious of how I spend my time. Do you know what I mean? So like I can't be here just laying up on FaceTime till 3 a.m. Like I gotta be up at 6:30 the next day. I gotta get this. Do you know what I mean? This, that, and the third done. So it's like I find that when I'm talking to people, sometimes I have to make a compromise, and even if it's to my detriment, depending on how much I want to invest in that woman. And what that looks like is, say if I know I've got so much shit to do, I've got 8 tasks to do, I've got to edit the podcast, I've got to do this, call that, do you know what I mean? Do all these tasks, I might have to make sure that maybe I have to only do 6 or 5 of them today to allow myself 3 hours from 9 till 1 to just watch with the babes and watch a movie.
That's what my problem is though, because you see when I do that, I feel bad within myself. Like I'm putting this person before me. However, that might mean I don't really appreciate this person or cherish this person as much as I should do. Do you get me?
That's a good point.
And then it feels like a chore sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. Like
it shouldn't feel like a chore. You shouldn't think like I don't think it should be a thing where it's like, oh, now I have 3 hours to try and give her attention or something. Yeah. Like it's just natural. You just want to do it, but then that's where the distraction comes in. Do you know what I mean?
That's good.
Because wait, let me land. Naturally, when you like someone, you don't realize that actually you're putting bare time into something else. You're putting bare time into this girl.
It's an investment, isn't it?
But then that alone is a distraction.
Yeah, no, 100%. But that's why like, I've been distracted before and it threw me off completely. So now I can't even get back to that wave. I think
it depends though, because let's say, let me give you a scenario. You, Tay, you're talking to a girl and she's not, a multi-business owner like you are,
But that's fine.
That's fine. But then she's your piece. Is that a distraction really? Because she's only trying to introduce you to things that's going to benefit you. Having a balance, do you know what I mean? Because I know how you are in it. You're like me. We're just 24/7, task after task, trying to be as efficient as possible. But sometimes it could be to our detriment. We're going to burn out. Do you know what I mean?
Babes, and it happens all the time.
Do you know what I mean?
Burn out all the time. Do you get me? So I definitely need a girl that can bring me peace in it. I think every man wants that. But at the same time, like I need my girl to be on her own wave. Man. Do you get me? Like, bro, it's hard for you. Like imagine that you spend your whole day grinding, getting shit done. You get home and your babes are just there.
Rare.
Like the whole day. Do you get me?
And like it's like, what did you do today?
Yeah.
Oh, I just watched Netflix and.
But then again,
like,
I'm just here to stir the pot.
But then, do you know what's mad though? At one point, I like my woman like to be able to do that. Do you get me? Like I'd hope that I'm able to provide her a lifestyle where she's able to sit back and relax.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it's. Okay, I need to watch my words, yeah.
So do I.
But I do feel like it's, to me, it's a bit unattractive.
What?
Like if someone is just doing nothing, is that a bit mad to say?
No, I don't think that's mad to say
like,
at all.
I think genuinely, like I'm not attracted to that. So that's really.
You're attracted to ambitious men. There's nothing wrong with having a specific type.
Yeah.
But do you know what happens all the time? Yeah.
It's just really jobless. Like, it's jobless activities though. Like what are you doing? It's actually jobless.
That one threw me off.
No, it's jobless.
That one threw me off still. But you know what it is though, yeah. Like sometimes you'll get into a situation with someone now, yeah, and you can be ambitious and driven, and you get into this relationship, but because you're so in love now, it's like you've fallen off. Do you get me? And I feel like that's the worst thing.
Yeah, let's talk
about that. There's girls that I've spoken to now, yeah. When I met them, like, what? She's doing her thing, she's a boss. But then it's like, now we're involved in this thing now. I see you kind of slacking.
I think people get
the reason I was attracted to you in the first place, that's what I'm saying.
Gym, like, the reason I was attracted, just falling off, like, it's not, man. It's true, like it's actually true.
It's
true.
The reason I was attracted to the girl in the first place is because she was on her shit.
Yeah.
And now you're not on your shit. It's like that attraction's kind of gone now, type of thing. Do you get me?
I feel like sometimes when you get in, let's say sometimes when you invest in a woman, or in your case you invest into a man, you don't want it to be a thing where that person's introduced you to a vibe that they can't maintain. For example, let's say if in our scenario we're talking to a girl and she's like, I want to start this up, or I'm currently going gym 3-4 times a week, and then 6 months down the line we're in a relationship and you're just in bed, want to eat popcorn and watch fucking Real Housewives of Atlanta all day or something.
Can I say something? Are you guys attracted? Okay, not attracted, but do you guys get put off by busy females? Because as much as you're saying this, let's say now you genuinely are trying to get this girl's time and she's like, babe, I can't right now, I'm busy. Is that going to put you off?
I don't know. Being honest, I've never been in that situation. I've always been more busy or like had more going on, let's just say, than the person I've ever been speaking to. So, but from like a face value, like I've never been in that situation, so I don't know. But I don't think it would bother me too tough as long as you're not making me a priority. Do you know what I mean?
Making you a priority.
Yeah, I'm cool. But at the end of the day, if you got a joke, you got a joke in it. Why? You don't go on.
I don't think anyone should make anyone else their priority, bro.
Okay,
I'll be real.
You know how can I say?
Stop doing that.
No, but the way you broke it down, like,
you know what I meant, what I said.
So, but then how does that work then?
What do you mean?
Like, is your mum not a priority? Like, or
yeah,
for example,
no, but we're talking about relationships specifically here. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, mum is a priority, of course. Like, people are priorities in your life, but I feel like your purpose or whatever you're doing needs to come before that. But anyway, taking it somewhere else though, yeah. Like, you see, if I met a girl, when I met her, she's not actually doing anything. Like, she may be working or at university or whatever, but she's not doing. She don't have like a big business or whatever.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fine,
Yeah.
But my main thing is that you have like the ambition or the mindset or the determination to get there. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, if I see like you don't have nothing going on, but you're not trying to have nothing going on, then X that. Do you get me? But if I can see that right now, you're just not where you want to be, but you've got the mindset, determination to get there, then let's roll type of thing. Do you get me?
I hear it.
It's true.
What do you think?
I agree. I just think it's a mindset at the end of the day. But then that can be contradicted because you can say one thing and then your actions are not doing.
Yeah, word.
But you can
doing the
read
same.
through the energy, don't lie.
But I definitely feel like as long as a female or a guy has some sort of, you can see their strive, they don't want to be bums, then, you know, there's hope. Because there's actually bums, and then there's people that are trying to work themselves out. Like, they're still trying to navigate through.
Yeah. You just got to make a choice to make a change. Does that make sense?
Literally.
And I feel like if you're doing that, there's no problem. But if you're someone who, I don't like people who complain about problems and not trying to find a solution to. Do you know what I mean? I'd say that I'm a very solution-orientated individual. So if you say to me, Ty, I wanna do this, or I wanna save up enough money to go here, whatever, I'm gonna work with you to achieve that said goal and reach that solution. But if you're someone who's like, complaining every day because you're not where you wanna be, say this is my partner in this example, but every day you're still complaining and you're not making any conscious effort to get out of that situation, I'll just end up cutting. I can't lie. I'm not really here for that still.
It's true.
That's true.
Yeah, no, strong.
I feel like
Strong.
straight. That was good still. Go on, bro. Cool. Touching back on the point you said before about being intimidated by men, I want to flesh that out a bit more, or men being intimidated by you. So what does that actually look like? So I'm sure a guy doesn't move to you and like, oh yeah, yo, you're cute, what do you do? You tell them all the things you do, and like, oh my days, I'm scared now. Cut.
Okay, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how it goes. So what I've noticed, men really like females that have a lot going for themselves. Like, they like the sound of it. You know, guys, if I was to say, oh yeah, I'm a DJ, I'm this, I'm that, like, it's like interesting, like, ooh. But when it gets to actually, like, we're talking now and you're realizing how much my career is, you know,
a big part of your life,
a big part of my life, and how much I'm actually trying to achieve goals, that's when it becomes an issue, because you're trying to see me and I might have to cancel for some reason. I might have to reschedule, say I can't do this day, and then now you're getting upset. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of these guys, what I've noticed, if they're not in a similar industry as me, or they're not in their lane, no, like, I don't know, it doesn't really work. And wait, sorry, let me say one more thing. I've noticed, guys that do something similar to what I do,
in the same
it's
kind of
more
field.
Understandable. Like, they get it. They get that I have to network. They get I have to talk to other guys or talk to other females. They get I have to put myself out there and kind of be in the spotlight if I'm doing my DJing. Not every guy likes that.
Have you been on that side of the fence where you're trying to speak to a girl and she's too busy for you?
Nah, that's what I was saying before. I've never been. I've never been in that situation.
Personally.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time I've had, let's just call it an experience with a woman, she's never been, I don't say more busy than me like it's some accolade, but I've just always had more stuff that ties me down. Does that make sense?
So what type of girls is it that you go for? Not go for, but like, what do they do?
Good question. I feel like it's a plethora of different things, you know what I mean? So like, some girls I might have spoken to in the past could be at uni, some could be in an apprenticeship, some could have their own business, you know what I mean? So it's not like, all my days I only talk to uni babes. It's never going to be that. But it's just that, generally speaking, at every stage when I've been talking or talking to girls, I've always had, like, if I don't have my job, I have my job and my podcast, or job and my Thai creates, or this and that, do you know what I mean? Or I've been training for fighting, do you know what I mean? So that's 3-4 times a week, do you know what I mean?
What about you?
I wouldn't put it down to one specific lane. I think it's just more about your mindset, where you're at in life.
I was gonna say that as well.
You're out, not even just like, I've got a mindset that I want to win or whatever, but just how do you deal with certain situations type of thing. Like, what's your family life like? I feel like that's important. Like, I've been with girls, who's got like a crazy family background, but because of that,
let's not speak about me.
Like a crazy family background, and that's fine. And everyone goes for their own trials and tribulations, but I feel like those situations affect people differently. Do you understand what I mean? So some people might go through like a mad situation and think like, I don't want to be nothing like my family. But some people might go through this situation, it's like, cool, this is all I've known now, so this is how I am.
Facts.
And they try to put that on environment. You get me? So you gotta be careful. Like, you gotta do your research on like how people started. And that. You get me?
I feel like for me as well, doubling back on Tate's point, one thing I've actually realised about myself probably this year is that I'm actually a sapiosexual. Do you know what I mean by that? Sapiosexual.
What's that?
A sapiosexual is someone who's attracted to someone's mindset more so than just looks. So not only do I...
Really?
Yeah, I was...
So, wait, let me ask you a question. So if a gal is not attractive... Wait, hold on. If a gal is not attractive to you, but her mindset is switched on...
No. That doesn't contradict my point. I'm saying, like, initially for me to want to talk to a woman, I have to be sexually attracted to you first. Let's do that. I'm not. It's not a thing where it's like personality or looks. It's not that kind of vibe. That's what you're thinking. It's not that. So it's like if I'm not sexually attracted to you, I couldn't see you in that way, regardless of how clued on your mindset is. Yeah, but you could be a very pretty girl, and you could just be a dance gal with no. Do you know what I mean? I lack the mindset. So now I'm unattracted to you because looks will get me through the door, but mindset is what gets me through the door to close it behind me. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's what a sapiosexual is, and that's what I say I am. Like, you can be a really pretty girl, aesthetically you could look good, hot gal, do you know what I mean? But if you're hot gal with nothing going for yourself, for like, I'm not really relating to your mindset. I don't really see how we could be compatible in that way.
What about you though? What type of guys do you look for?
As I said, it's similar to you, but don't get twisted. Like, if you're not attractive in my eyes,
that's the beginning.
It's not making sense already.
Facts.
And I feel like down the road of someone's personality, bro.
But I feel like being a female, actually. No, I'm about to chat rubbish. No, man.
Nah, man, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like people who say, oh yeah, looks, personality, like that's just dumb, innit? Because I feel like for you to go ahead and seek a partner, a big part of that is sexual attraction, as we all know, do you know what I mean? So you can't say that you choose a personality, oh yeah, this guy's ugly as fuck, but I like the way he talks to me about books, do you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like a lot of people are like that though, you know?
You think?
Especially men, because you know men are actually providers. Yeah. So really and truly, sometimes they like the girl to be laid back. They need a pretty girl to represent them well, and they're doing all the work.
Trophy wife.
So I do.
You know what it is? I feel like your girl needs to like fill in your weak spots, and you need to fill in her weak spots. You get me? So like, where you lack in certain areas, your girl's meant to come in and like fill that up, if that makes sense. You're meant to do the same.
True.
Do you get me? So like, if I'm bad at time management, I like a girl that's good at managing her time. Do you get me? So when we come together, it's like, all right, cool, Tay, this is what you need to do. This is how you do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah,
do you get me? So I feel like that's the most important thing.
Facts.
Question for you lot here: would you rather have a person that, for you a girl, for your boy, would you rather have someone that's completely opposite to you in terms of like personality, or someone that's exactly the same as you?
Yo, be more specific, because I always have different personality, but like, what type of tie is it? Do you know what I mean? So like, is it the same personality, like the growth thing?
Ties, bro.
Personality, just like
personality. Personality, like how you see the world, innit? How you move on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, do you know what? Yeah,
I probably say the same.
Because they say that opposites attract. But I've been in them shoes, boy. You know me, I'm very explosive. I've been with someone nonchalant. When I mean, me and nonchalant is actually raps, because it makes me crazy. Like my explosiveness comes out more, and I realize I like someone that's a bit more on my vibe.
What's
like,
your vibe though? Argumentative.
What
do you mean explosive?
I'm
just saying, innit?
More like, you know, like just that charisma, that personality. Like I need someone with personality. Like I just feel like I'm too, I can be a character sometimes, and I can just,
So because you're so extroverted, you couldn't really see yourself with like an introvert, someone just cool, calm and collected, like just to themselves. And
you don't think?
I think I get a bit bored, I'll be real. I know that's so mad to say. Sorry for the introverted people, but
like, everyone's entitled to their preference, innit? There's nothing wrong with that. Stand on that, innit?
How about you? Are you like introverted or extroverted?
I don't know. Like I switch, I chop and change, innit? Like when I'm around my people, you probably know, innit? I'm probably the loudest in the room, innit? Yeah. When it comes to people I don't know, I like to read the room and figure out who's who. And then once I warm up, then I can do my thing, innit?
Oh, okay.
I say I'm a bit of an extrovert still. I would like to say that I'm not, but I actually am, innit?
Yeah, you definitely are.
Like, this nigga chat bare shit. Yeah. I feel like I'm just, I'm just out there. I got a lot of energy, do you know what I mean? So I don't really mind engaging in conversation with whoever, however, wherever, do you know what I mean? That's what I think still. But the point you said about being intimidated, or guys being intimidated, I find that quite interesting, because normally, you know, as a man, you know, you're meant to be confident, have all these traits, but like when you're faced with someone who kind of displays similar traits to you in terms of like leadership, so for you to be an ambitious woman, you have to be a leader in your own right, because you have to lead your businesses that you're running, do you know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes, like you said, men say they want an ambitious woman, they want this, that, and the third, but are you really ready to put up with the traits and characteristics that come with that ambitious woman? Like you're probably naturally a bit more dominant per se because of the fact
and it brings out my dominance.
That's what I was gonna say.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been educating myself about feminine and masculine woman. You know, it's a thing.
Yeah.
What I realized there, I feel like I'm so masculine, you know, in a relationship. Not as in like I talk like a man and that. Like I'm more like, as you said, leading things usually in my personal life as well. So when it comes to like relationships, it needs to be the right guy to have the right mindset to be able to lead, so I can lay back now and be feminine.
Yeah, let me stop you there quickly though.
Do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
hear you, but do you feel like that's who you naturally are? Like the most masculine person in a relationship?
I'm telling you.
Or is it because of the people that you're with, they're not as masculine as you want them to be?
I'm telling you, I can be very feminine. I'm like very a feminine girl. Like I like to be taken out, I like to dress up, you know, and like I will allow a man to be masculine if he's showing me that he can be masculine. And it's not like it's not like you have to do obvious stuff to prove you're masculine. It's a mindset. It's like, I can't explain. You just know when someone's
it's just
masculine.
energy in it. Like it doesn't even have to be physical representations like, I don't know, or holding the door 24/7. It could just be the way that you conduct conversation. It could be your energy, your aura that gives off masculine vibes. That's what you're saying. You want a guy to be masculine enough to push you into your feminine side of your energy.
Zone.
Because you naturally, as a default, you're somewhere in the middle, leaning a bit towards the masculine side because of the things you do, your lifestyle, the multiple businesses that you have. Do you know what I mean? So you just want someone to push you into your masculine, but you don't want it to be to a point where you're partnering up with someone that is a feminine man, because I feel like that, even though that's where you are now, that's not where you always want to be.
No,
you want to be in a relationship where you can be pushed into your feminine.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what I would say. Do you feel like, but then let's look into that, because some women like yourself say that, you know, you're naturally a bit more masculine, you want a man to push you into your feminine. What does that look like? Because a guy ain't going to be here shouting at you, do you know what I mean, telling you what to do just to prove that he's masculine, do you know what I mean?
I think it's weird.
So where's the barrier?
I think you need to have control. I think a lot of men, don't understand what it means to be in control of a relationship. You don't need to be shouting at your gal. You don't need to be telling your gal, don't wear that, you're not going out like that. No, that's not control. I feel like it's just being confident in yourself as a man. Like being insecure, you've already lost control.
I agree.
Do you know what I mean? You're already slipping into your feminine ways. Like you're crying that she's dressed up in a certain way and walking out. Like, come on now. Do you know what I mean? You're not showing your gal that you really, you have yourself secured and you know who you are as a guy. Do you know what I mean? It's confidence. Like
I feel like when it comes to a masculine man, it's all about direction. Do you understand what I mean? Like you need to know. You need to know where you're going. I feel like you can kind of spot a feminine man when they don't know where they're heading in life. Do you understand what I mean? Like you know, where everything's all over the place, everything's scattered. I feel like as a man, you're meant to have things in order, things in structure. Do you understand what I mean? So I feel like that's when you can really distinguish between the two.
No, it's definitely true. Direction, 100%. Like directing the relationship.
No, I agree. I always say that as a woman, you wouldn't want a man to lead you nowhere. Do you know what I mean? So like how we're talking about, you want a guy to push you into your feminine side so you can actually be submissive and all that stuff. You don't want to do that to some idiot boy. Do you know what I mean? Who's gonna just lead you nowhere. Do you know what I mean? Lead you, literally go around in circles, innit?
Question for both of you guys, yeah. So what's the most valuable thing you've learned from a woman? And I'm gonna ask you the same questions about a man.
What is the most valuable thing I've learned from a woman?
Yeah.
I'd probably just say be secure in myself. And I know you touched on that as well, but I feel like I'd probably say that's like probably one of the most important things you need to be doing as a man in a relationship. Because if you're not secure and cognizant of who you are and what you provide, you're always going to be falling behind that woman. Like you're going to give up, like you said, literally what you said, give up the control to that woman. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that's the most important thing a woman has made me realize. Like just doubling back past relationships or experiences I've had when I was a bit younger, a bit insecure, just being honest. Do you know what I mean? So like I'd always be feeling like I'm chasing the validation of that woman. Do you know what I mean? Well, I don't need to seek validation from others if I'm already secure and validated within myself. And I feel like as a result of the mindset I have now, I know who I am, I know what I provide, I know what I per se bring to the table. So I'm not going to be tripping over no one for like what you said, oh yeah, if a girl wants to go out with the girls or she wants to dress up nice, like I know what I bring, so I'm not really pressed in that sense. You know what I mean?
What about you?
Sorry, run the question again.
What's the most valuable thing? What's the most valuable thing that you've learned from a man?
From a man? I don't know if I've learned anything. Actually, tell a lie. What I've learned from a man, is that not everything needs a reaction.
Strong.
I think, yeah, that's probably it. Like, not everything needs a reaction. Like, being not toxic, but being in that way. Oh yeah, it's communication. Being kind of toxic with the way you communicate is not cute. Like, you know, sometimes you want to shout at your man or whatever. Like, that's not the way. I've learned that communication is very important. You need to know how to speak to your man as well. That's one of the main things, I think. I haven't even been in a proper relationship, so.
What, never?
Never. I've never had a boyfriend.
Bro, I know you had. I was saying boyfriend.
Like, brother, brother, what's going on, fam?
I know you've been in a relationship.
What's going on? Like, come on.
I know you've been in a relationship. Both females.
Like, what's going on, bro? But anyway, I say the most valuable thing that I've learned from a female now is boom, to learn how to like trust your intuition a bit more. Do you get me? Because I like throughout my whole life I've been very logical. It's black and white. Like, if you've done that, you're out type of thing. Do you understand what I mean? But then I feel like from a female's perspective, sometimes they trust their gut feeling, and that gut feeling, when you first think, right, that person might be doing me wrong, do you get me? Just learning how to listen to that inside voice, do you get me? Because you know how we are, like, sometimes it's like, I ain't making a move until I see that it's happened, innit?
Yeah.
Do you get me? So I think that's the most thing, trusting your instincts a bit more.
I agree. And I feel like even adding on to that, another thing I'd say that I've learned from women is that there's nothing wrong with tapping into your emotion, your more emotional side as a man. I feel
it's very attractive. You know, I'm telling you, females love it. Like, females love it.
I feel like there's a boundary though, innit? Like, I'd say, being honest here and open, I'd say I'm just an emotional guy, innit? Like, man, I don't really feel the type of way to let you know if I'm feeling a type of way. However, I feel like normally when I'm speaking to, say if I'm speaking to a woman, I'm so logical that sometimes it's to my detriment. Like Tay said, oh yeah, you did that, so that means that. But I'm not responding to the feminine in the feminine. Does that make sense? Females work a lot with emotion, do you know what I mean? So it doesn't make sense for me to come with hard, oh yeah, fuck your feelings, why are you upset, da-da-da, do you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes that's how I'll be, not to the straight or rude, disrespectful about it, but that's how my mindset is. So sometimes I have to make that conscious switch to be like, cool, like, open up your feminine side a little bit, be a bit more emotional, reason with her.
But girls say that though, yeah. Girls say they like a man that's emotional until a man's proper emotional.
No, but when you say emotional, there's two types of emotional. There's guys that don't communicate and they're hella emotional. Like, they spaz out on you, like, you're doing too much now. Because I consider that as emotional. Yeah. But they may consider that as being like laid back, like, I'm not opening up. Brother, your actions are already showing enough. Like, you're doing too much. But then there's the other one where you communicate. That's the one that females like. When you're communicating that, you know, you're feeling away, I think you're opening up, you're tapping into your emotional side that way as well.
I don't know. I feel like I agree with your point, and I feel like I am trying to literally make the conscious effort to show my emotion a bit more when I'm speaking to a woman. But I feel like, to Tay's point, you can't do it too much, because some females will be out here using that against you. Like, I swear down, like, you'll be here opening up to a woman and in an argument, oh yeah, that's why, yeah, do you know what I mean? Or like, oh yeah, you're crying a little bit, do you know what I mean?
Imagine myth.
That's never happened to me, but I swear down, that's happened to people that I know. Like, you've opened up to a woman and then you've showed her your more emotional side, something's went wrong, and she's using that as a weapon against you, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And as a man, you already find it hard to open up in the first place, so why are you dropping your guard for someone who's going to use that to attack? Do you know what I mean?
But then that means you're with the wrong person, because you got to put your heart fully into it.
But then let's talk on that, how do you know someone's the right person?
Child. You start first.
Oh boy, I swear I found the right person. I don't know, like, I
haven't found the right person either.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
Do you know what's so crazy, guys? You know, you'll think you're with the right person. You know, they will do you dirt. It's like, it's actually crazy. Like, you know, before, I never used to have trust issues. But boy, trust issues are a thing, you know?
Yeah, but
do you ever get rid of it?
I think you do, innit? I feel like I
think you just learn from it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you just learn from it. At one point, I got stung. Like, listen, hear what I say? The girl stung, man.
I got stung.
The girl stung, man. Do you get me?
I'm dead.
But it's my fault though. Looking back at it, because like you know when you're growing up now, and you're looking at your mum and your aunties, and you're thinking, bro, all of these girls, they're just good. They're natural. Obviously, like, that's from my perspective, like from my aunties and my mum, innit? So I'm going out into the world. I'm thinking all girls must be like my mum and my auntie. Until they do you, till they sting you, and it's like, what? Swear down. Like, I thought all girls are perfect type of thing. You get me? That's me.
But how did that make you feel though? Did that change your perspective on relationships and that?
Yeah, for a minute still.
So
For a minute it did. Yeah, I'll be real.
Interesting. I got another
I can't
question.
even touch it too tough.
So I was gonna say let's talk about purpose over pussy, but I already know your stance. Yeah, obviously it's not the same, vice versa. Do you feel like as an ambitious woman, you have to put your ambitions, your goals, and your purpose over certain situations and
elaborate on certain situations? You're trying to go around that.
Okay, cool. Do you feel like you have to, because you're ambitious, do you feel like you have to consciously I'm saying not entertain, but it hinders your love life, put it that way, because you're so ambitious, because you have all these goals you want to achieve. I got this goal for my DJing thing, I got this goal for my videography, this to do with the podcast, that it doesn't give you the fair chance to almost connect with someone and get into a relationship because of that?
I don't think it does for you, I feel like if you found the right one, you'll be able to balance both.
Yeah,
I reckon.
I guess.
Yeah, I reckon.
No, but what the phrase that you put out, what was the phrase though? It don't sound the same.
Purpose over pussy. So basically,
I thought you was indicating like
purpose
your
over
sex
dick.
life.
That's what you're saying.
No.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Basically.
So why are you trying to
beat around the bush?
Like, I don't get it.
Purpose over jolla over dick. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Purpose over donkey. Yeah, like, that's what you're saying.
Let me tell you how it is with me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just feel like with what I'm doing and how I'm out in the spotlight, basically.
Yeah.
I cannot be doing just anything with any man. It's so crazy. Like, you know how difficult it is as a female in this type of industry, and there's guys that are in the same industry trying to take you in, but they're moving to you at the same time. You know how hard it is. It's so hard.
How do you differentiate between that, like knowing like a guy's intentions, for example?
It's so hard, like, because the thing is, you want to network. As a female, you're a female at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? There's bare guys in my industry. So more time, 9 out of 10 times, I'm with guys. Do you know what I mean? And I'm still trying to network. I'm trying to, do you know what I mean, build relationships. But it is hard to differentiate sometimes because they say, oh yeah, I want to help you out, this and that. They're not, they don't care. Do you think they're business? And do you know what's the peakest thing about it as well? They will actually be putting you on before anything even happens.
Expecting something in return later down the line.
Do you get it? Yeah. And then once they clock, like she's actually not giving it up or she's not doing something, they lock it off. But to be honest, let the winner win. Like, you know what I mean?
That's interesting though. I feel like as a guy, these are things you don't really think about, innit? Obviously, I've never consciously like tried to bait a woman in just with hopes of getting something in return, innit? We don't do that. That's low vibrational, innit? But I feel like sometimes you don't really take into consideration like how difficult it can be for you as a woman trying to maneuver in the industry when there's certain just guys that are just waiting to pounce, you know what I'm trying to say? And then maybe trying to introduce you to things like, oh yeah, come to this event or I'll put you on game. In their head, they're like, yeah, I can't lie, I'm just trying to, do you know what I mean?
Literally. It's not easy.
What do you think?
Boy, I ain't gone through that situation myself, innit? But I can see how man do that, innit? Like, I know people that do those type of things and I don't rate it at all.
But it's so fucked, like.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's so mad.
Do you ever feel like girls sometimes, on our side, like because they see we're doing a podcast and we think a certain type of way, they'll come to us with that similar mindset, even if they don't have that mindset, they put that forward all the time.
Yeah, 100%. I can't lie, that's happened to me, not gonna lie. Like people will introduce me to a vibe they can't maintain. Obviously, I'm just a guy who does a podcast, innit? Yeah, no one special, just doing my thing, innit? Focusing on myself. But I feel like because we've got all this content out there, it's easy for someone to find out about Tay. All you got to do is watch 4 episodes. I know he like, do you know what I mean? Same way with me, innit?
Also, it makes you vulnerable, you know?
Yeah.
We're actually very vulnerable, even doing this now. Not everyone gives the opportunity to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
So people can connect with us. We don't even know who's watching it. We don't even know these people.
Yeah, facts.
So it's mad. People, because girls can actually take this as an advantage. They can see what type of mindset you're on. They can see your lane. They will try and match your energy just to chat to you.
Yeah, God knows that's happening.
Do you know what I mean?
I know you got stories for days, bro.
What I would say is that that's definitely happened to me before.
Yeah.
And I feel like now it's quite hard for me to differentiate someone's true intentions. You know what I mean? Like, are you someone who naturally, just by chance, believes in the same sort of things, not like every single thing, but we have a similar mindset, we're on a similar vibration? Or are you just trying to show me that side of you in a bid to get a bigger investment out of me? Does that make sense? I always
say energies don't lie, words do, innit? So they can talk all the game, they can say whatever they want, but when you're having a conversation with them, you can really see whether they're about this thing or not, type of thing. Do you get me? So
how good are you reading energies? Can you read my energy, please? I would like my energy read.
I can read your energy.
So what's my energy?
What's your energy right now?
No, just what's my energy as a person?
Boy. Boy, your energy as a person. Why are you laughing, bro? Like I can't read your energy.
I don't think he can though, because it's taking too long.
No, I can read your energy.
Okay.
But I just don't want to say no rubbish answer type of thing. Do you get me? So what I'm gonna do, yeah? I'm gonna clock your energy and then remind me at the end of the episode. I'm gonna let you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Strong. I like that.
Cool.
Carrying on, yeah, but I seriously think that at the end of the day, it comes to a point in your life where you kind of have to choose, innit? I got another question for you, actually. Do you feel like as an ambitious woman, you have to pick between your career or your love life? I know I kind of said that before, but like, let's say 5 years down the line, podcast blown, DJs blown, videography businesses blown, yeah, you're an ambitious career-driven woman. Do you feel like you have to pick between either a career or a family? Do you feel like it will ever come to that choice?
That's crazy. You said that, I've been thinking about that a lot recently. I've been thinking about that a lot.
What do you think?
Do you know what, yeah? I'm just trying to get my career patterned for my early 20s. So by the time I want to settle down, hopefully my career's there. Because I'm not going to lie, it would really affect me like settling down if my career's not patterned. I can't lie, especially with what I'm trying to do.
So
you think I can be going to clubs and DJing if I have a newborn baby?
Yeah,
nah.
True. So do you think that clearly you made your choice, which is your career?
Definitely.
Damn.
No, but it's like I want a family.
But that's for now though, innit? Like we go through stages in life, so that's for now your career, but there's gonna be a point where you put your priorities as your family, if that makes sense.
But
that's the thing, like for example with you, would you be content to now think, now like I'm gonna have a family and throw away my career now?
No.
Because that's basically what you're trying to say, like you'll get to a point where you want to do that.
No, but obviously once you get to a certain level within your career, it's like certain things are on autopilot now. Do you get me? So your career's running and you've got more time for your family, if that makes sense. Do you get me?
But that's only if your career's running.
That's why you got to make sure that it does run.
I've got another question now, yeah.
Pete.
So we spoke about like having an ambitious partner or no partner. Do you feel like this is more so for yourself? Because I believe like we probably think the same or similar, yeah? Say, let me give you a scenario, yeah? You're talking to a guy, you're on your thing, so we already know that you're on ambition, growth, business, hustle, all that good stuff, yeah? You're talking to a guy who's not really where he wants to be, but he does have that ambition to be better than where he currently is. Does that make sense? But he's not doing nothing at this said moment in time.
No. It's immediately no. Like, no, it's a no.
Say the question again.
So my point is, let me put it in our terms, You're talking to a girl, she's not exactly where she wants to be. She's not. She doesn't have all these things going for herself like you may have, But would you still give her the time of day? Because you said that you need an ambitious woman.
I would.
You would.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't still.
Like grow with that person. You wouldn't.
No.
If he's not doing anything
right now, he's not doing nothing. But there's ambition.
What's not doing nothing though?
Not doing nothing is not doing nothing, innit?
What do you mean not doing nothing though?
They're just not in a position where they want to be right now.
So
but I'm not in the position that I want to be. But I'm working every day, like to get there.
Okay, let me give you a scenario.
Give like a real life scenario.
Cool, real life scenario. Yeah. So you're mega, DJing. As I said, you got the full 9. Cool. A guy comes to chat to you, sees you at the bar, DJing, hot girl, all that good stuff, cool. And he currently don't have a job. He's trapping, for example, but he don't want to be doing that. He has the ambition to do something lit and proper and start his own business.
But do you know how much man has come to me with that scenario?
Yeah.
It's not enough. Because you're trapping, love.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, like, okay, cool. I understand people's circumstances, but I just think at this stage in my life, it's not enough. You can't say, no, I don't want to be, but bro, you are trapping. So where do we go from here? You're saying you don't want to trap and you want to do this, but you are trapping. When is that going to change? I don't have that patience. I'm not gonna lie.
I could take the trapping element away from it now, because I know some girls don't like people that are involved in that. All right, cool. Let's say now you meet a guy. He's got he wants to start a clothing brand, right now. Yeah, I'm just saying that because I've got a clothing brand. That's the first one that came into my mind.
Okay.
So let's say he ain't got his clothing brand right now. He's not working, but he wants to start his clothing brand. And right now he's just broke. Yeah, he ain't got no bread to really start that. But he likes you though. What are you on? It's like he's got dreams to start. Alright, cool. Let's say now actually he started the brand, but it's just not popped off. Like no one's wearing his stuff. X, Y, Z. What's your angle?
Oh, he's just started a clothing brand?
Yeah.
Oh, like as I said, mindset, innit? Like if it's making sense and he's really trying, then
But what if it's just not that though? Like no one's wearing this.
If it's not that, no, obviously I'm not a bad man.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a bad man. I know how it feels to want to grind and put your stuff out there and no one's hearing it.
Yeah.
I literally know how it feels. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna judge you over that. But
he ain't got his shit together right now. He's all over the place.
then
Clothing brand's not making money.
I'm sorry, but you're not. I don't think you're ready to talk to me.
No, 100%.
I
don't feel like
I
as
don't
a man
think
you
you
should be in a
are.
relationship
I'm just
with
not.
anyone if you're broke. It doesn't make
I
sense.
would agree, yeah.
Unless
Do you
you're
think that
like
applies for females there?
yeah.
No.
What?
No, it
You
don't,
think a
bro.
female has to be broke?
For me,
A female, you have to have some type of like the world revolves around money. Like
Swear.
I feel like you don't need to be a millionaire. You don't need to be up, but have your own money. Like how can you expect to get into a relationship?
But girls can actually be broke.
Yeah,
and
they
it
can.
works, you
And
know.
listen,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they can.
You don't need to. But for Tay specifically, you need to. Yeah.
Oh.
But in general, you don't. And the
But a
reason-
man does, you know.
Yeah, he does, and that's what I'm
that's
saying.
so
No, but in general, you should though.
You should, but you don't. That's what I'm saying.
Like, you don't.
I hear what
yeah,
you're saying. I
yeah. Like
agree.
you don't need to because
You
you can
should.
still cut through
Yeah.
as a girl with no
It
money.
shouldn't work like that, but
you
it
shouldn't
does.
even be thinking
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
I
Do you
can't
get me?
lie.
Like,
Yeah,
why are you gonna
true.
want to be in a relationship? You're just relying on my man to pay for everything, even though that's what
Yeah, I don't
a man
like
should
that.
do. Treat his
Too
girl.
many girls do that though, but it's
Get me?
true.
I don't like that.
You know, like when you go out to eat with a girl now, yeah.
I'm-
Don't.
Oh, nah, I
you
wanna
don't.
hear
You
this.
don't mind paying. I'm paying anyway, regardless.
Yeah.
But it's like cool. I'm gonna go and pay, or she don't even offer, or she might even. When
Guys, do you
Sitting
think
there.
that's
Yeah.
bad? Do you
Or-
think
Sitting there
that's bad?
looking at man.
Oh, it's time. It's time.
Swear.
It's time to order. It's time to pay now.
But
She
then-
goes to the toilet. Do you get me?
Can
Like,
I
those
say? Can
small
I say one
things.
thing though? You guys do not like that girl enough. I'm telling you that for free.
No, you're
Nah.
not.
No.
Nah.
Just listen. Let me land, please. So, you obviously expect the girl to offer. You don't like that girl enough.
No. Nah, disagree.
You
Taylor's
don't
like,
like
nah.
that girl
I
enough.
do like the girl. Listen, I'll pay for you regardless. Whether you put money on the table or not, I'm gonna pay regardless.
And wait, have you asked her out to go on this date? Because that's just, I'm not gonna lie, that's on
Yeah,
you.
no, if I'm asking, I'm paying. I'm paying regardless. Regardless, I can pay more time. 9 times out of 10, I'm paying anyway.
So how does that
Do you
make
get me?
sense?
I don't like the fact.
the intention behind
I
it.
don't like the fact that we can go out, eat a nice food,
Mm.
get what you want. When it's time to pay, you either disappear or you're just there waiting. Like,
Looking at
you
man.
get me? Like, come on. I'm gonna pay anyway, but do you get me?
Looking at me like my name Barclays.
Yeah.
Bro. For me, I just don't. I don't ever want to feel like I'm in a position where I'm funding a woman's lifestyle. I'm not your father. Sorry, innit? Yes, as a man, there's certain things that you do. Like,
But maybe if you get to where you want to get and you have the, you know,
what do you
the
mean?
bank is like banking.
Yeah,
you
no,
might.
but naturally, that's what I'm gonna do anyway.
Yeah, I might. Right now, I'm still joking. Do you get me?
Yeah.
I'm not where I want to be. So even if I wanted to and I could do, I'm not going to do that because it doesn't make sense for me. Like for me to be here facilitating your lifestyle as my woman, now that's detracting from my other financial goals I'm trying to achieve. That's going to push me further than taking you out and buying you a nice little bag because you wanted it. Do you know what I'm
Do you
trying
know
to
what?
say?
It's actually mad being a man. Like, I can't lie, it is hard being a man because at the same time, you guys have to be the main source of the providers, but you guys are actually expected to fund females' lifestyles.
No,
and please
not
don't
me,
call me a
not
pick
me,
me.
never.
Don't call me a
Not
pick
me,
me.
brother.
No.
I'm just trying to, like, I'm deep in it because imagine as a man, like, you lots know. You know, once you have a family, you're going to be the main provider. You already know that. That's why you're probably working so hard because you know, like, in the society that we live in, it's me. Like, I'm the one that has to be the one with, you know, the bank and stuff like that. But then there's a girl that you also have to splash on, treat a bit.
You better get your money up.
And
That's-
it's mad, you know.
That's why I'm kind of into kind of up in arms about the point previously about like ambitious partner, no partner at all, because even though my partner doesn't always have to be on the same kind of 24/7 jug like me, you have to be doing something because I just don't like feeling like I said before,
That you're
I'm
supplying
forced or
someone's life.
obliged to fund your lifestyle
Yeah.
just because you're my woman per se. I don't agree with that, innit? I feel like if it's a thing where I'm just always expected to do certain things, me just being who I am, a prick sometimes, I won't do it. Because don't expect things from me, innit? Because it's not gonna happen, innit? You expect a man to fund this, fund that. I just won't do it. Do you know what I mean? Now we're both sitting here like egg. Do you know what I mean? You can't lie. That's just me though, innit? I don't like that still. And then again, like you said, if the shoe's on the other foot, What scenarios would you know where a woman's here funding a man's lifestyle? None. Am I complaining
Happens a lot,
about
you know.
Yeah, it does happen a lot.
Happens a lot.
There's some
Happens a lot.
broke
Near
pocket
me.
boys, fine boy, empty pockets. Okay, there's a lot of them out here, you know.
There's a lot of men like living in their girl's crib, eating out all the food in the fridge. Like, you get me? A lot of men are doing that.
A lot of bums, man.
But no, you can't say that. You can't say that though.
What
you
do
can't
you
say that.
mean?
You can't call them bums because you know what?
Bro, you're a bum.
Nah, they're not. They're
I'm
not.
saying with my chest.
Hear what
I'm
saying?
chatting with chest.
Chat with your chest.
You are a bum.
That's the brand, innit? Chat with chest. But like, everyone goes through their stages in life, innit? So that right now, if you're in the stage with this female and right now your situation is just pop down, that doesn't mean you're a bum.
Of course.
It just means that right
It's
now,
circumstance.
my thing's pop down. Do you get me?
Of course.
And then you build from that. So I wouldn't necessarily call them a bum because things happen in life type of thing.
But there's
Do you get
actually
me?
them guys. That's what I'm referring to.
Oh yeah, they are.
You see me, yeah, I'm the type of individual where if I'm speaking to a woman, yeah, I'm never gonna put her, I'm not gonna say put her needs above mine, but like when it comes to finances and that, yeah, I'm not gonna go broke trying to look after you. Do you know what I mean? Like you be expecting this, that, and the third from me, I will happily say no. Not because I don't have it, but it just doesn't make sense logically. What am I gonna get all tied up in my emotions? Oh yeah, she's asked me to just pay for a holiday with the girls. I ain't got no income coming in, but I really like her. I like her
Man
eyes.
said no.
That ain't happening, do you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of guys kind of lose their heads trying to introduce
Impress
women
a
and impress
girl.
gal, introduce them to a vibe you can't maintain.
But as I said, you see men, that boosts your ego. But I feel like maybe there's two types of men, as I will always say. I feel like you guys, yeah, are honestly, like, you have your career focused. Like, you're clicked on. And I can't speak for you, of course, I'm not you, but I just feel like some guys, they get their ego boosted through gal, and other guys get their ego boosted through like their career and going gym and them things there. Then I mean, I really feel like you guys don't need a gal to prove your value.
I would
It's
say
never that deep.
I would agree still, because it comes back to my point I said before, like me being secure in myself and not needing to be validated by others. I know what I'm on. Do you know what I mean? Not even like that. Oh, I'm on but just I know what I bring to the table. I don't need no woman to tell me anything really. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't need you to tell me, oh yeah, you're doing your thing, this, that, and the third, because I not in a cocky way, in a confident way. I'm secure on myself. I know what I'm on. Does that make sense?
100.
That's how I feel still, and I feel like you're right. Certain men feed off of female validation, female attention, and that goes to my next point about why I said this all the time. As a man, your attention is your currency. Do you know what I mean? You got certain guys out here who just invest in spending all their time and energy and attention on gal. What is that? What is the return on that? Do you know what I mean?
I'll be real with
you know what I mean? And you gotta have an equilibrium, because I'm not gonna be here saying that I'm 24/7 jogging. I don't talk to or entertain any girls. Yeah, that's cap. Do you know what I mean? That's cap. But it just means to say that within reason, you allocate a certain amount of time to certain things, but my priorities are here. Do you know what I mean? That's what I would say still.
100. I think we touched on everything. So on the way out here, what we usually do, we drop a gem for the people to keep.
It's been an interesting episode still.
Okay,
It
cool.
has. Some of your points made me think, can't lie.
I just felt like, I can't lie, guys. I just felt like I was waffling a tad. You
Like,
said
not
I'm a bit
even.
nervous.
No, you can't be nervous. You chat
I'm
with chest.
joking.
You know what I mean?
No, but yeah.
I don't be waffling. You're big mega. Like, come
I
on.
was a little bit nervous today, guys.
You're good. But anyway,
Yeah.
on the way out, we're gonna drop them a gem. So what gem would you leave the audience?
Okay, can you guys start?
Alright,
I
go
need to
on.
think this through.
Run it out then, bro. What you saying? You ain't got one either.
You're just doing that. She's like, yeah,
I
nah.
know your shots. Usually people just do it.
Yeah, what
Let
would
me
my
think.
gym on the way out be? I would just say, don't go broke for gal. It's not. It might not
Bro,
even
I was
be.
gonna
Reload it. Say it again.
Don't go broke for gal.
Silly.
Yeah, it's really that real. And I know that may not be the same kind of high vibration gems we always drop. Yeah, but it's still valid, because enough man still don't know this. Do you know what I mean? If you can't provide certain things, there's nothing wrong with that. If you are focused on achieving certain things in life, don't allow a woman to come and steer you away from that. Oh yeah, because you're comfortable now and you're just going broke for gal. Do you know what I mean? Don't do that, man. So it might sound dumb, but you'd be surprised how many men are really doing that right now. So just be conscious enough to always put yourself and your end goal before pleasure, which is in most cases women for guys.
Strong. My gem's similar to yours, but just put your purpose before anyone. Like it could be a relationship. It sounds mad, but it could even be your parents sometimes. You get me? Because your purpose is gonna provide for you, innit? Your purpose is gonna provide for your family. So make sure you put that ahead of whatever is in front of you, basically, innit? Put your purpose before.
You guys basically stole my gems. But yeah, I just think stay focused and don't let certain things like steer you away from your goals, basically. I just feel like you need to be tunnel vision. We're at that age, it's 2022, like we're at the transitioning age. Do you know what I mean? You can't mess up. You can't mess this one up. This is a very important time, important year, important age. Like you have to just make sure you're focused. Literally.
Another gem quickly, yeah. for the man them specifically. But if you're broke, forget about relationships, man.
Forget
it's dead.
about it, man.
It's dead. Like all the relationships that going out, like no, until you get your money right, allow the girls, man. Forget it, because girls don't want a broke guy.
I gotta jump in. Last thing, last thing, on the Burna Boy thing. Yeah. all I'm saying seriously is that for most man, yeah, you need to have a stage of your life where you're just going through that building phase. You know what I mean? Like I'd say that myself. I know for me, that's damn straight. Yeah, I'm in my building stage and phase of my life. Do you know what I mean? Everything else is a distraction. Do you know what I mean? If it's not helping me get to my next goal, it's a distraction. So you gotta really just be cautious of the attention and time you're giving to things that aren't congruent with helping you complete that building stage or phase. Does that make sense? That's what I would say still.